Hello everyone, we all are the students of Bharatiya School and today we are here to discuss on a topic named as International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation. Let's first know what is this actually for, what's the purpose after it. International Day of Zero Tolerance to Female Genital Mutilation is a United Nations sponsored annual awareness day that takes place on February 6th as the part of UN's effort to eradicate the practice of female genital mutilation. It was first introduced in 2003 with the aim to amplify and to direct the efforts of elimination of female genital mutilation. At least 13 countries have passed this national legislation banning FGM. FGM is a traditional harmful practice that involves the partial or total removal external of female genitalia or other injury to female genital organs for non-medical reason. Girls who undergo this female genital mutilation face short-term complications such as severe pain, bleeding, infection, and difficulty in passing urine, as well as long-term problems to their sexual, reproductive, and mental health.
Although primarily concentrated in 30 countries in Africa and the Middle East, FGM is a universal issue and is also practiced in some countries in Asia and Latin America. FGM continues to persist amongst migrants population living in Western Europe, North America, and Australia.
Over the last 3 decades, the prevalence of FGM has declined globally. Today, a girl is one-third less likely to undergo FGM than 30 years ago, sustaining these achievements in the face of humanitarian crises such as disease outbreak, climate change, armed conflict, and more could cause a rollback progress towards achieving gender equality and the elimination of FGM by 2030.
More than 200 million girls today alive have undergone this FGM. This year, nearly 4.4 million girls and women will be at risk of this harmful practice. This equates more than 12,000 cases every day. With 6 years remaining in this decade of our action, our collective action must be centered out creating our environment where girls and women can exercise their powerful life of choosing rights to health, education, and safety.
This is possible through investment in initiatives led by survivors of FGM who are challenging harmful gender and social norms, allowing girls and women to realize their rights and potential in terms of health, education, income, and equality.
To promote the elimination of FGM, systematic and coordinated efforts are needed. They must engage whole communities and should pay attention on human rights, gender equality, sexual education, and they should also focus on the needs of girls and females who suffer from its consequences.
1 in 4 survivors underwent FGM by a health worker. The financial cost of health care from FGM is $1.4 billion every year. Thank you.